Howdy, everybody. Thanks for coming out this evening on a Tuesday. I appreciate it. These 7 o'clock shows are wonderful. Yeah. I want to thank you guys. I have 3 kids at home, and I am off duty tonight. I don't have to do books or bedtime or any of that stuff. So thank you for taking me away from that. I appreciate it. Cut out of work early. I'm gonna catch up next week. I gotta get back to what I do best. I'm headed down 59. I am making good time. I got ice in the igloo. I got shells in my vest. I got a Jerry Jeff bootleg 1988. I'm gonna open a cold one when I pull through the gate. I got 44 hours. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll make the most of the road, shooting birds, breaking bread. Down here on a mission, South Texas tradition. Big Bill and Tito, they come up from Carrizo after 10 days on Permian shale. Well, they ain't seen a woman since Jackson, Odessa, but tonight all they want is an 8-point whitetail. Yeah, the night sky's brighter than a big Houston jeweler. Brisket on a smoker, mezcal in the cooler. I hop in the truck, boys, for one simple reason. The damn feral hogs, they are always in season. You kill one, the price of admission. South Texas tradition. Tom brought his fiancée. She was starting to fade when she yelled, "Turn down that noise." I said, "Tom, you know better. You better put her to bed. Man, some things are better left for the boys. No, I don't keep this gun for my self-defense. There's just a buck I've been watching since the season began. I got the ammo and the camo. I got the triggers to pull. There's no better feeling than when the freezer is full. Come Monday, you know I'll be missing South Texas tradition. My wife knows me best. She just sends a text, says, "See you on Sunday, my love." Well, she knows I'll be here, drinking Mexican beer, eating bacon wrap poppers, and bringing down Dove. It's a long way from concrete and traffic commute. Sometimes a man just needs something to shoot. Blow off some steam, get out on the land, watch the sunrise from the deer stand, all just to regain his vision. South Texas, the South Texas tradition. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. My name is John Baumann. I live in Austin, Texas. I made it here 2 hours and 45 minutes today. I didn't stop. I hate stopping. My band loves to go to Buc-ee's, and no disrespect to Buc-ee's, but it's 30 minutes every time. That has nothing to do with the song I'm going to sing anyways. My band and I, we travel around in a Ford E350 Econoline van. I park it at a Methodist church in my neighborhood. We were going to play a frat party a couple years ago. I love playing frat parties. Make you feel like a rock star. Pull up to the Methodist church and my E350 van is nowhere to be found, and I come to find out 6 weeks later that it's been stolen by a bunch of Methodist heads, if you know what I mean. And I called Geico and I said I need a replacement. I need a new van, but I'd really like a gold El Camino. What's the likelihood of that? And they said that's not happening at all. But I got another 350 Econoline van, and you know, they're pretty basic work utility vehicles, and I just felt like I needed to do something to soup it up. So I looked all over town to see who could black out my rims and make it look cooler, and that was an expensive thing to do, but eventually I went on Amazon and I found 4 black plastic hubcaps that you can just slap on there, and they're $12.50 a piece, and every couple hundred miles, one falls off, but I've got them in bulk now, and just my van looks pretty badass, if I may say so myself. So here's a song about wishing I had a gold El Camino. Cross between a pickup and a Chevrolet coupe, flatbed in the back and a chrome hood scoop, 5-liter V8 power glide automatic. No matter where I go, there's never radio static. My gold El Camino, laying on a horn outside. In my gold El Camino, baby, let's take a ride. Time is money, button pinned up in a visor. Ain't got any room for a backseat driver. Bought it up in Houston, paid for in cash. Came with a bobblehead of Jesus on the dash. In my gold El Camino, come on, step inside of my gold El Camino. Baby, let's take a ride. I got a Navajo beach seat cover on the bench. Underneath I got a crowbar and a metal toy wrench. Initials on the vent inside of the door. 0 to 69.4. My gold El Camino. Can you feel that power glide? In my gold El Camino. Baby, let's take a ride. Well, let's take a ride. Vinyl inside, muscle all around, 54 inches from the top to the ground, and a red Corvette and a pink Cadillac. I stop when you say let's hop in the back with a gold El Camino. Drive it on down the road in my gold El Camino. Anywhere you want to go in my gold El Camino. She's just pulling off into the dark in my gold El Camino. Baby, won't you put it in? Baby, won't you put it in park? Well, thank you so much. I put a record out about 2 months ago. And it's safe to say my life hasn't changed yet. Every time I put a record out, I think I'm going to wake up tomorrow and things are going to be completely different for me. And come to find over the years that it takes a few years for my records at least to kind of seep out. And that's okay. Anyhow, this is a song called Long Shots. Seems to be the song people like most from the new record. At least one person here knows it. That's progress. And that's how that song goes. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much. I thought it was pretty good myself. Speaking of pretty good, I've got some t-shirts back there and some stickers, and they say, I saw John Baumann, and it was pretty good. I hope tonight, you know, pretty good can be taken so many different ways. It was pretty good, or, you know, it was pretty good. I hope one of those works for you. There's a 1,000-pound thoroughbred in stall number 12. He's kicking dust under his mane. He's got blinders on his eyes, so there's no looking back. He'll be gunning from the outside lane. Down the back stretch he comes, 10,000 to 1. Oh, it looks like he's breaking on through. Can't count out the long shots. Long shots got chances too. They're a scrappy young clubhouse of single A washouts. Out west they're playing pay-you-sleep ball. Part-time roughnecks, truck driving for paychecks, but thinking they might get the call. They're just a moment away from moving on up, maybe making a big league debut. Can't count out the long shots. Long shots got chances too. He can't count out the dog or the dark horse, that boxer who's bloody and blue. Can't count out the long shots. Long shots got chances too. She's 5'9", she is blue-eyed, she is smart as a whip. She works as a lawyer downtown, but they're over and done with since 3 weeks ago. I've had my ear to the ground. Well, she's out of my league, but she's out of his life. What else is a gambler to do? Can't count out the long shots. Long shots got chances too. Thank you so much. How about that silence? Isn't that comfortable? Man. John, tune your guitar before the show next time. This is a song called That's What Friends Are For. And what an original title. How about that? Yeah. Anyhow, I'm proud of this song. Sorry, guys. This normally goes a lot better than it's going right now. I would label it as going pretty well. Yeah. Thank you. Going pretty good. Thank you very much. Yeah. I tune because I care. I only got here 4 hours for the show and sat around and looked at my phone, you know. Guying towns, they were thick as thieves, from Tennessee to the Texas coast, cutting on cassettes, rolling cigarettes, and running from their own separate ghosts. When towns went down, guys sang from the pulpit a song for the late troubadour. You can always call old friends, 'cause that's what friends are for. I heard you lost your dear old dog after 13 years by your side. I know your truck, it feels empty now when you're going for a ride. He's up in heaven now where all of them dogs go, dreaming on God's golden shore. He'll be the first to greet you when it's your time to go, 'cause that's what friends are for. Here's to those that we haven't met yet. Here's to those who've gone before. Tonight we'll toast their memory, 'cause that's what friends are for. My wife and I, we have some good friends. Their names Brett and Candace, and the four of us were at a nightclub on South 1st Street in Austin, Texas, a few months after their wedding, and my wife's friend Candace, she could not find her wedding ring. We spent the next hour crawling around on the floor of this nightclub looking for this wedding ring. And if you want to test your friendship and your love for somebody, crawl around on your hands and knees with your phone light at a posh spot. It is not cool. We did that for a while and came to find that the wedding ring had simply fallen into my wife's friend Candace's purse. Remember when you lost your ring in that nightclub on South 1st? Place was packed, the odds were stacked, you were ready for the worst. We crawled all night long with our phone lights on. We scanned every inch of that floor, and we all laughed when you found it in your purse. 'Cause that's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. Well, thanks so much, y'all. I'm a songwriter. I've been a full-time songwriter now for 10 years. And not like writing songs for major label artists or anything, but like writing them for myself and hoping good things will happen. And most of the time, things are good. They're pretty good, hence the sticker. Yeah, anyways, about 10 years ago, I wrote this next song, and maybe 11 years ago, and I worked really hard on it. I wrote it and rewrote it, and maybe I should do that more often with other pieces of intellectual property. Calling songs intellectual property is also a bit of a misnomer, but anyhow, I wrote this song and I put it on a record, and nothing happened. And I was like, cool, all good. And then I got a phone call from Nashville, Tennessee. This major label country singer wanted to record this song that I'd put on a record. And I told everybody and their brother, it's all happening for me now. It's my time. I'm getting called up to the big leagues. And then this major label country singer, he changed his mind at the 11th hour, and I've never been so pissed off at Kenny Chesney in my entire life. And a few years went by, and I just was kind of disappointed about the whole deal. I made another record and kind of kept chasing it, kept chasing the dream. And my phone rang again, and it was the same person in Nashville. Said, Chesney's going to cut it this time. It's going to happen. And I said, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, lo and behold, it was July of 2018, and his new record came out, and there my song was. It was track 7, a song I wrote all by myself like an adult. It was on a Chesney record. Thanks. Yeah, it was super exciting, and I was real proud of myself. My wife and I, we went to Total Wine, which is a large liquor store, emporium type place, and we threw the credit card down, and we went back to celebrate what I call the lyrical miracle. My wife, she has a full-time job. She goes to workout class most mornings, and she provides our family with health insurance, so she did not stay up all night listening to the same song over and over and over again like I did. But I sure as hell did. I listened to Kenny Chesney sing my song like 140 times that night. And anyways, that was a great thing. And a lot of times people will say, John, I really, really like your version so much more than Kenny's version. And thank you. And then there's also people who say I like Kenny's version a lot more than yours. And I just say I don't care, because the money all goes to the same place, and that's to me. Which is ultimately to Promised Land Learning Center, where all 3 of my kids go to daycare. They took all the Chesney money. They took all of it. But one of my kids is now in public school, so it's great. Yeah, it's great. And I know I've kind of got a lot of jokes tonight, but on a serious note, some nights I'll be lying awake in bed at night, and I won't be able to sleep. And I'll just think to myself, damn, this is the best Kenny Chesney song I've ever written in my life. This is a song about hanging out in Galveston, Texas, or Biloxi, Mississippi, or 30A, wherever you are down there in the Gulf of Mexico. I should tell y'all that I told that story. I was playing in Colorado, and Colorado this past August, and Kenny's aunt was at the show, and I told this whole story, and she was with like 20 friends from an RV group, and it got uncomfortable for a few minutes there. This is called Gulf Moon. Corner dive down on the square where the windows hang with a neon flare. Regular shoot horse and pool while the barmaid wishes a place for half full. She works the jar with a discount flirt in her faded Houston Oilers shirt. One old crow sings down on the stage, thumbing the chords on a crankle page. He plays Zevon tunes neath the Gulf Moon. You take a walk down along the wall, you will go right on past the carnival. hand in hand with a keeper kind, the kind that ties to the ties that bind. You don't care for the corny man or the fortune teller who reads your hand, you just beeline for a bungalow where the curtains all flutter and the candles glow in the heart of June, neath the Gulf Moon. And here I'm on a midnight porch, looking up at a butane torch that hangs behind a black expanse where the stars all flicker, planets dance. It's probably time I pack it in. I got a glass half full of Jameson. Well, I was born to croon, I might as well neath the Gulf Moon. Down by the jetty near the Balinese pier, the curmudgeons all drink their yellow belly beer. And they bitch about the price of gas and the fish that they cannot seem to catch. They blame it on the islands way down south from the Bayou Marsh and the Delta mouth where the choppers roll. Tankers coming at midnight days for the oil drum they cannot leave too soon, neath the Gulf Moon. Thank you. All right. Lucky Duck has been around for a long time. What a place. I'm glad to be back. I think I've been playing here for either 6, 8, or 10 years. I don't know if it really matters, but I'm glad to be back. Every immigrant town down here seemed to grow a little every day. More and more are coming on down to South Texas way. Well, you can see this place from space now. Sore eyes, it's a sight. We got the water tower and a camper van and waving flag at night. You gotta get you a ring, get you aboard. Gonna go on down to that Eagle Ford. They got the milk and they got the honey. They got lots and lots of money, my Lord. If you're a blue-collar boy, we gonna get you in a slicker suit. For all you white-collar women, how about a company car or the rural route? You did not need a hearing aid to hear that Southland boom. You just pack your bags wherever you are and you line out for that few. You gotta get you a room, get you aboard. Gonna go on down to that Eagle Ford. They got the milk and they got the honey. They got lots and lots of money, my Lord. Well, my name is John Baumann. I grew up in San Antonio, Texas. And the girl I dated in high school, she lived not 1, not 2, but 3 doors down from me. That was pretty nice for reasons that should be obvious. When we graduated from high school, she got accepted to the very prestigious Texas Tech University. And my grades in high school were so bad I had to go to 3 different community colleges just to get into South Plains College in Levelland, Texas. And by the time I got there a semester after she did, by the time I got there, I learned the hard way, no pun intended, how much she loved the Greek system. And I thought that joke would have been funnier for you guys, but it's all good. Anyhow, I realized that was not really a place for me to be anymore. She was very involved, and so I left Lubbock and I moved to Fort Worth, and I went to school at TCU. And let me just say that 2022 was the most fun college football season of all time. The Frogs were winning every single Saturday. I went to the Fiesta Bowl and watched us beat up on the Michigan Wolverines, and then I flew out to California and watched us lose in front of God and everybody to the Georgia Bulldogs, 65-7. And, yeah, we know you're here. We hear it. Once was enough, yeah. Anyhow, when I graduated from TCU, I did what every proud college graduate does. I moved back in with my parents, and people talk about the freshman 15, but they never talk about the move back in with mom and dad. 25 and 25 pounds is easy to put on when there's beer in the fridge and there's food in the pantry. And this was back when Netflix was coming on physical DVDs, and there was this one particular physical DVD I was really fond of called The Big Lebowski. And I started noticing the dude is always drinking White Russians, and I started thinking I need to start drinking White Russians too, but I did not realize it's a very high caloric beverage. It's milk and Kahlua and vodka, and you can really put the pounds on, and that's just what I did. And this whole time I'm supposed to be looking for a job, but my degree is in radio, television, and film, and there are no lucrative entry-level job opportunities in that field. But there was this oil field south of San Antonio called the Eagle Ford. That's what I've been singing about. And people, when I first put this song out, people thought this song was about a car dealership, and it's not. But I did drive past a John Eagle Chevrolet or something on my way in here, and I thought, that's almost it. Anyhow, I thought about going down to the Eagle Ford, working the oil field, and make some money. And then I thought, man, this White Russian tastes pretty good. Netflix is coming on DVDs. There's food in the pantry. There's beer in the fridge. Life is good at my parents' house. I'm going to stay here forever. And that's just what I did. And then I met a girl, and we got married. And a few years went by. We had a little boy, and his name is Leon. And his middle name is Maverick. And if you're wondering, the answer is yes. He's named after America's greatest naval aviation fighter pilot. A few years went by, and we had 2 babies at the same time. That's called having twins, and it's been a long few years at our house. But it makes me very proud to say that all 5 of us, to this very day, November 25th, are still living at my parents' house. Thank you very much. Just kidding, but sometimes I wish we were. Well, I've been scrapping down in San Antonio, trying to get a really good start. But you can't do jack these days with a degree in liberal arts. Given the economy, I need to make a few dollars and make a few cents. Don't you know I am getting pretty darn sick and tired of living with my parents? I wanna give me a room, give me a board. Wanna go on down to that Eagle Ford. They got the milk and they got the honey. They got lots and lots of money, my lord. You guys are like, is this guy really just gonna play 2 chords for 4 minutes like this? You should see what my band says. Over the years, they're like, do we have to play this song? I'm like, fellas, I am keeping it so easy for you. These guys are all Berkeley and Juilliard College of Music kids, and they can't stand this. So I'll throw in a little minor chord in honor of them. Thank you.
I'm in a band called the Panhandlers, and thanks. It's been a lot of fun. We aren't doing our normal tour this year, but kind of disappointed, but also kind of glad because there's 2 tour buses and there's 20 of us between crew and band, and it's just too much on everybody, and it'll be nice to stay home, but we've had a great couple years doing this tour through the mountains and parts of Texas in January, and this was a real special song that we recorded that a guy named Charlie Stout wrote, and there's a big TV show called Yellowstone, and they put it on this TV show, maybe season 4, episode 6. If you feel like digging, it's really disappointing because they thought, the people at Yellowstone, they thought I wrote the song because of course they did. And it really sucked having to tell them that I didn't write the song because that was a good payday for my buddy Charlie. But West Texas in my eye. Here we go. Lately I've been thinking I could leave this town, cut back on my drinking. I will stop this running around, playing songs till after midnight, staying up till dawn. But there's something in the dust and wind that keeps me hanging on, and I never thought I'd live to see the day I say goodbye. I ain't crying, that's West Texas in my eye. Well, I'll be your blue-eyed bandit if you be my renegade. I count 1,000 tumbleweeds, they roll by me every day. I would like to grow a rose and stow it in that desert sage, like a message in a bottle floating down the open plains, where the Llano Estacado rises up to meet the sky. I ain't crying, that's West Texas in my eye. Well, I've seen the thunderheads descend and rip into the ground, the twisted hand of heaven spreading terror all around, sending farmers into a deeper debt, ranchers to the grave, where towers they mark the end of time with a slowly spinning blade, till the water table falls below the reach of humankind. I ain't crying, that's West Texas in my eye. Lately I've been thinking I could leave this town, cut back on my drinking. I will stop this running around, playing songs till after midnight, staying up till dawn. But there's something in the dust and wind that keeps me hanging on, and I never thought I'd live to see the day I say goodbye. I ain't crying, that's West Texas in my eye. I ain't crying, that's West Texas in my eye. Thanks. I'll take a water. I know that's a tall order. I was born in Amarillo, Texas, and yeah, thank you. Played one nice West Texas song, and maybe not such a nice West Texas song. Both my parents are. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. My parents were attorneys, and my dad was running as a Democrat for a district attorney in Potter County. He lost by 11 votes, and he was real upset. So he moved to San Antonio, and I grew up there. And when I was starting to write songs, I thought, well, let's write a song about my family trying to make it in Amarillo, Texas in the 80s. And I did a little interview before the show tonight with KPFT here. We were talking about that song, and I think he just wanted to talk about Lubies. There's a Lubies reference in that song. And I'm more than willing to talk about Lubies. In fact, there's not a lot of Lubies. I live in Austin. There's not a lot of Lubies left. That sounds like a great song already. Songwriting's all alliteration. There's not a lot of Lubies left. Anyways, I live on the east side, and there's a Lubies right there at 183 as you're coming to town right before you get to I-35. And I went to go have lunch there a couple years ago, and I saw that there were large boards up over all the windows like a hurricane was coming or something, and it had just turned out that somebody had gone and thrown rocks through all the windows. And I went home, and I put on a coat and tie and went back with a video camera and just walked around being disappointed and put dramatic music over it, and just to send a note to the vandalizers that you can't do that to Lubies. And it's somewhere deep in the internet, and it's pretty funny. I'm not selling it, but just believe me, it takes a lot of balls to walk around Lubies going like this, like why? And that's the kind of free time you have in the music industry. I have a lot of free time, so. I was born in Amarillo when Reagan wore the crown to a couple Houston lawyers who had just come to town. Mama got a job with Campbell and Gray while Daddy was running for the county DA. He went around town in a blue lapel pin, but everybody knows a Democrat can't win in a Bible Belt. Sundays we would all go to church, sing some hymns and go to Lubies afterwards. Talk about a sermon, talk about the sky over alien and platter and a pecan pie. It was like church and Lubies could save us from our sins, and maybe we were just trying to fit into the Bible Belt. It's a real fine place to see the Lord staring down at you from a big billboard. 100,000 churches from east to west, or you can tune in on Sunday. You tell evangelists, well, some call it heaven, I call it hell. Living in West Texas, a Bible Belt. When the time came, I went off to Texas Tech, but I made bad grades right in fraternity check, so I transferred out South Plains and Level Land. I started making A's, so started up a band, but nobody ever would come to my shows. I guess they don't like good old rock and roll in a Bible Belt. It's a real fine place to see the Lord staring down at you from a big billboard. 100,000 churches from east to west, or you can tune in on Sunday. You tell evangelists, some call it heaven, I call it hell. Living in West Texas, a Bible Belt.
liquor store line. I had to leave at 11 just to make it in time. I don't understand how the county's not wet. It would help with the drought, help with the debt, but up here change and time moves slow. It's just one more thing that can't be told. And the Bible belt, and the Bible belt, and the Bible belt. Woo!
Thank you. Last spring, I was on a little tour up through North Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas, and I do not sell a whole lot of tickets in general, but outside of Texas, it's very much it's a tough grind for me. Maybe because I 60% of my catalog has the word Texas in it. It's like you got to have some foresight, boss, and I've written a lot of Texas songs. I think I just played 4 in a row, maybe 5. But thank you very much. I do too. It's nice to be close to home. It's a short drive home-ish, and I'm grateful. I really like it. Anyhow, I wrote this song. I played a show in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it was the first time I've ever sold out a room out of state, and I was so proud of myself. And I shouldn't be that proud because the room only holds 85 people, but as I was happy with it. So I just wrote this song called Tulsa, and here we go. I skipped a rock along the Arkansas for my huckleberry fix. I saw the ghosts of those long gone down on Route 66. I ate at D'Alessandro's. I sold out the Mercury. Tulsa, you've been sweet to me. Spent an Oklahoma afternoon without a thing to do or plan, drinking Marshall's sundown wheat, the finest beer in all the land. Listening to After Midnight, and they call me the breeze. Tulsa, you've been sweet to me. I'm only passing through, but the thought has crossed my mind. I would like to hang my hat, leave the leaving here behind. My head is right, my heart is light, I am content as can be. The time in Tulsa comes and goes so suddenly. Oh, Tulsa, you're always sweet to me. Wandered around downtown, under buildings scraping sky, remnants of Leon Russell from a club I was walking by. I ran into a friend of a friend who got me in for free. Tulsa, you've been sweet to me. I'm only passing through, but the thought has crossed my mind. I would like to hang my hat and leave the leaving here behind. My head is right, my heart is light, I am content as can be. A time in Tulsa comes and goes so suddenly. Oh, Tulsa, you're always sweet to me. I saw the sunrise from a Craftsman porch built in 1909. The host was happy,
to extend my checkout time. I left a note in the guest book with a heart around a T, and wrote, Tulsa, you've been sweet to me. Oh, Tulsa, you're always sweet to me. This song is kicking ass in Houston, Texas right now. Well, thanks. I'm doing this guitar change, and I sweat a lot, so this is always humiliating. Just close your eyes. Don't look at me. Look away. Look away. All right. Well, my wife is just awesome. She's allowed me to do this nonsense. Well, it's not nonsense. It's a great way to make my way. But she's allowed me to do this for a long time, even with 3 kids at home, and I'm super grateful. And she has a lot of patience with me. Tonight's one of those nights I'll get home at 12:45, 1:45 in the morning, and I'll just think, man, I'd like to make last call. But like I said, I live on the east side of Austin. We don't have a whole lot of bars. We have one bar in my neighborhood called Nomad. And the guy who owns it, I've been there multiple times at last call, and he's begging for one more drink, and they're kicking the guy who owns it out. And they're kicking me and my band out too. And I'm like, hey buddy, you just come over to my house. It'll be fine. The kids are asleep, but we'll have a good time. And that inspired this song about not being able to make last call. And it makes me think about the bar that we all have access to that never closes 24/7, 365. It's called The Bar at My House is Always Open. My wife really hates this song, and she hated me, especially the night that where it was spawned from, if you will. A quarter hour after last call, and he's ready to ditch. His drink's down, we're closing now, but I don't mind going, 'cause the bar at my house is always open. I've been shown the door at 4 in New York and New Orleans, and it's so hard to land when I've been flying high all morning. And you know what they say about an object in motion. Yeah, the bar at my house is always open. I got a year's worth of beer, no time constraints, no cover charge and no complaints. And thank God there's a place I can still smoke in. I got shakers and strainers, I got rum and moonshine, a pool table and cues, some sangria wine. Yeah, the bar at my house is always open. Truth be told, I have none of those things, but a boy can dream. What I do have is a shit ton of Barbies you gotta watch out for and Legos. Down at Tino's Tequila Lounge, it might look like El Dorado, but I'm not too far behind with my golden Chevrolet Versato. And it might be landlocked, but it can't take you straight to the ocean. Yeah, the bar at my house is always open. I got a year's worth of beer, no cover charge and no complaint, saying thank God there's a place I can still smoke in. I got shakers and strainers, I got rum and moonshine, a pool table and keys, some sangria wine. Yeah, the bar at my house is always open, and the words we're closing, they are never spoken. Yeah, 'cause the bar at my house is always open. Everybody's invited. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes from here. I've got lots of street parking. My twins have a habit of waking up at 5:15 every morning. Let's reverse some shit and wake them up for once. Come on. No, in all seriousness, my wife is so awesome, and I wrote a song for her. It's on my new record. I put it as track 10 on the record to see. My wife doesn't have a whole lot of patience. She's busy, and I put it in the back of the album to see if she'd make it that far as a test. And I didn't think she had it in her, but she made it. She made it that far on the record, and I was quite pleased, and impressed, really. You know, I have a habit of coming home and she'll be like, "Oh, John," like, you know, I'll be like tired or hungover, and she'll be like, "Oh, poor baby. Does your tummy hurt from drinking too many beers with your friends?" Or my hands will hurt from like carrying stuff or playing, and she'll be like, "Poor baby. Your hands hurt from playing your guitar for your friends." And yeah, she's not very sympathetic, but my wife is absolutely awesome. We celebrate 10 years next April, and we've been together since 2010, and yeah. She's a Texas Longhorn, and but she calls herself the football queen because she couldn't give a shit about college football whatsoever. She has no idea there's even a football game on Fridays. This is called Johnny Hit the Jackpot. It's no secret that I love you. It's no secret that I'm yours. I will tell the whole world over, and then tell them all once more, that nobody radiates like my baby do. Ray of golden sun when the light won't shine through. You might think I'm alright, but have you ever met my girl? Oh, Johnny hit the jackpot, and he's here to tell the world. People ask me all the time, they say, "Does your wife ever come out on the road with you?" And I tell my wife this, and she says, "Well, you don't ever come to my job." Started out in frustration, I've been searching for the words. It's no easy occupation, making something she deserves, 'cause nobody captivates like my baby do. Eyes just like diamonds when they're looking right through you. You might think I'm alright, but have you ever met my girl? Oh, Johnny hit the jackpot, and he's here to tell the world. Woo! If you were wondering, the answer is yes. I wrote this song in my yacht rock era. Every time I get in a rental car, I go to the XM radio and I look for the yacht rock channel. And a few months ago, I was looking for the yacht rock channel in the Denver airport, and I couldn't find it. And they had moved stations.
then I found it, and all was right in the world. Put me in the pulpit, you gotta take me to the stand. Let me shout it with a megaphone and a second line band that nobody duplicates. What my baby did, the good Lord outdid himself. Even he would say it too. Y'all might think I'm alright, but have you ever met my girl? Oh, Johnny hit the jackpot, and he's here to tell the world. Oh, Johnny hit the jackpot, and he's here to tell the world. Thank you. There's a grocery store you guys have here in Texas. We all have. Not everybody, but we have it. HEB. Me and my band, we were hired to play a gig there one time. There's this lady, she worked for Bud Light. She needed a band to play in the produce section of HEB in Austin in front of all these Bud Light surfboards and beer boxes. And I was the man for the job. It was a Tuesday, and it was like 2016, and I really needed work. I still need work, but I really, really needed work. And I was like, yeah, I'll be there. And my band will be there too. What time? We'll be there. That is a gig you don't put on your website. You want to keep that. You want to keep that stuff secret. You put your Mucky Duck and your Green Hall and all your other big shows on your website, but you keep HEB to yourself. So when that gig was over, I was so happy because we played for 90 minutes and I didn't run into a single person I knew, and I just thought, we've done it. We kept this a secret. We slayed the dragon. And then, anyways, we played our show and I got paid, and I said bye to the band, and I walked out to my car and opened up my phone, and I had all these texts from friends saying, John, congrats on the HEB gig, dude. You've been doing this, you've been doing this thing for 10 years, and you kind of sweat a lot, and sometimes you spit when you sing, but we're so proud of you for following your dream, and just want to say, keep it up. And I was dumbfounded, like how do so many people know that I was playing HEB on a Tuesday afternoon? And turns out the gal who had hired us from Bud Light, she had live streamed it on the Bud Light corporate Facebook page, and I pulled it up, and thousands of people had seen it. And I tell this story, and people say, well, hey, that's some pretty good exposure. And the truth is, 4 dudes in skinny jeans in the produce section of a grocery store is not good exposure. It's you don't look good, you don't look cool. You want to keep it secret. Anyways, that video lives deep in the internet somewhere too, and I hope nobody ever finds it. But anyhow, there we were, and I'll never forget it. There was one moment we're playing our songs in the grocery store, and this woman, she comes by, and she's got a rascal scooter type situation and a shopping cart on the front of it, and she goes right by our little stage, and she's got one hand on the handlebar of the rascal scooter and one hand over her ear because she can't stand the shit that we are playing. And I don't blame her, because you go to the grocery store, you're expecting to hear Savage Garden, Steve Winwood, Phil Collins, Ace of Base, Paula Cole. These are the songs you're expecting to hear. You see 4 dudes in skinny jeans. You're like, what are these guys doing here? And it's a tough day all around. A week after that, we were opening for Willie Nelson, and I told the guys, I said, guys, just hang in there with me, like a lot can change in a week, and those are special times. And a lot can change in a week, because a week after that, we were playing a teachers' convention book fair in a hotel lobby to all these public school teachers, and I don't know what we were doing there. It was just such a weird, roller coaster of emotion. So sometimes it's HEB, sometimes it's Willie Nelson, sometimes it's a book fair, sometimes you get to come to Houston, Texas, play here at McConaughey's Mucky Duck. I'm glad to be back. Thank you. Thank you.
was a young boy, my father asked what I wanna be. I said I wanna be a Flatlander, Jimmy Dale, Butcher Lee. I wanna play guitar and sing and make the people stomp the floor. I wanna ride the best of the best and be a High Plains troubadour. He bought a beat-up Takamine for me on my 14th birthday with a couple of Terry Allen tapes I played to every day. I started writing songs that sucked on the surface and cliche. I must have wrote 200 bad ones before a good one came my way. Now I'm damn near almost 40 with this trailer to load. My name is misspelled on the marquee 500 miles down the road. My skin is so much thicker now that I've been in this shit. It's too soon for accolades and it's too late to quit. So here I am, and here I come. Never been much at anything but tying words to a string, picking with 2 fingers, using my ears to sing, looking up at pictures of John T's and Greenhall, paying my respects to the great ones on the wall. I think back on afternoons when this was all just a dream. I still got big ambitions and a head full of steam. As I look at past the curtain and out onto the floor, one day closer to a High Plains troubadour. Yeah, I'm damn near almost 40 with this trailer to load. My name is misspelled on the marquee 500 miles down the road. My skin is so much thicker now that I've been in this shit. It's too soon for accolades and it's too late to quit. So here I am, and here I come. So here I am, and here I come. Thank you so much. Well, selfishly, I've got, like I was saying, I've got one major label cut to my name, but one is not enough. I need another one, and I'm really trying hard, and I'm going for these like alpha male, skinny country singer guys that are real famous. That they're easy targets, and so I got the Chesney cut, and I think the next one I need another K guy. I need a Keith Urban cut. So I think this is this song is about my favorite food. It's about burgers and fries, and I just can see Keith Urban, skinny ass Keith Urban, just crushing this song. It's gonna go over great for him. Well, I don't mean to shock or surprise, but my last meal will be burger and fries. You gotta butter the bun, blacken the patty, load it up with jalapenos. Bring it to daddy, cut up the taters, curly or straight, put some Hunts or Heinz down on the plate. No need for a fork, spoon, and knife. I just eat it all up and I call it a life. I don't need no champagne, caviar, no Swiss fondue from a Michelin star. In this world there is nothing finer than a grand around from a down-home diner. When I take my seat at my last supper table, you better believe I will be willing and able. One last time before I die, tell the doc I want a burger and I want French fries. Can't you see it? Can't you hear it? Keith Urban just crushing this song. Country radio's gonna eat this up, man. All the girls would be like, did you hear that new Keith Urban song? I've been to Sonic, McDonald's, I've been to Dairy Queen, I've been to Texas Burger, I've been to Burger King, I've been to Juicy Lucy, been to the Hungry Farmer, I've been to Chris Madrid's, I've had the High Plains Charmer, I've been to In-N-Out, I have been back again. I've been to Health Camp in Waco, I've been to Dan in France, I've had the Ring of Fire, the Carnivore, Hoagie Onion Fried. I just want more. I don't need no champagne, caviar, no Swiss fondue from a Michelin star. In this world there is nothing finer than a grand around from a down-home diner. When I take my seat at my last supper table, you better believe I will be willing and able. One last time before I die, tell the nurse I want a burger and I want French fries. You guys don't seem convinced, but this is a fucking Keith Urban hit, man. I've never been so sure about anything in my life. Well, come to think of it, I probably had a million in terms of a French fry. Well, probably a billion. You are what you eat, but I am just a man who knows just what he wants between his hands. And I ain't trying to be cute or be clever, I just know what I like, and I love it forever. I am like Jimmy Buffett down in paradise. I ain't worried about the cow who sacrifice. I don't need no champagne, caviar, no Swiss fondue from a Michelin star. In this world there is nothing finer than a grand around from a down-home diner. When I take my seat at my last supper table, you better believe I will be willing and able. One last time before I die, tell the nurse I want a burger and I want Keith Urban to sing the shit out of this song. Woo-hoo. Thank you. I played high school football. Wait, let me back up. I was the starting quarterback of my 8th grade football team, and I don't know if anybody here has ever been the starting quarterback of your 8th grade football team, but that's a pretty great existence. It's a pretty great existence. Then I went to high school, and I played high school football for about 45 minutes, and then we did this thing called the Oklahoma drill, and somebody fell on my leg, and my leg bent the wrong way, and that was the end of my football career, and I was on crutches for 3 or 4 months, and I was so bored. My parents, God bless them, they're such great people. They went to Barnes & Nobles, and they bought me a book called Guitar for Dummies. And I crutched over to my sister's room, and I took her guitar, and I made it my guitar, and I taught myself 4 chords. And 20 years later, I know 4 chords. And here we are. And yeah, I think there's more to this story. Howdy. No. I want to. Anyhow, I wrote the song. The song is about being a Texan and being proud to be from Texas. And the first verse talks about a guy who works on an offshore rig. And I was always under the impression that if you work on a rig offshore, you go out for like 8 months or a year. And under that impression, I sat down, I wrote this song, and then I recorded it, and then I put it up on the internet.
and I didn't realize you go for like a week or something. 10 days, 13 days, I don't know, 8 days. So I'd like to have that back. That was an impulsive decision. I make a lot of impulsive decisions, and that was one of them. I'd like to do that over again. And that's all I have to say about that. This song is called Texas Dead.
Offshore on a platform rig, seasick and homesick and sick of the gig. Hop in the chopper, it has come to take me back to the mainland. I'll go straight to the lake, Lone Star in the cooler, answer the riddle, go grab a guitar and pick up the fiddle, play all night till you just can't sing. All in Charlie and Bruce, little Lionel King. I'm Texas born, Texas bred. When I die, I will be Texas dead. Lay me down in the ground, put my name on the stone. To hell with heaven, I'm staying home.
There's a Presbyterian minister in Dallas, Texas, and he hired me to play his 70th birthday party earlier this year. And at the birthday party, he invited his entire congregation out. And I played this song and I sang the verse, to hell with heaven, I'm staying home. And I'll never forget the congregation just going, ooh.
2 days in the summer, they tested my will, tore up my knee, Oklahoma drill. For the love of the game, for the love of the lights, we were all living for Friday nights. Ben went off to Bama, Van's a volunteer. Chances up in Kansas, man, I stayed right here. I'm Texas born, Texas bred. When I die, I will be Texas dead. Lay me down in the ground, put my name on a stone. To hell with heaven, I'm staying home. Great granddad's Great Depression, it didn't last that long. When the cane dried up and the cotton was gone, he dug down below ground, he broke the bedrock apart. Said sometimes you gotta look down deep in the heart. I'm Texas born, Texas bred. When I die, I will be Texas dead. Lay me down in that ground, put my name on a stone. To hell with heaven, I'm staying home.
This song crushes in Oklahoma, let me tell you. Anybody want to hear anything, Freebird? Okay, I'll go do that one. Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, I can just do, maybe I can do like a medley or something. If anybody needs a band to play at your wedding, we're probably the worst band to hire. But people want to hear this song at their wedding or their daughter's wedding, and it just reminds me that people are strange. I heard he popped the question,
I heard you said yes. I hear you're gonna sink 20K into that dress. I hear you're signing up for morning and/or spin to fit into a dress that you'll never wear again. What can I say? Congratulations. Y'all are on a plane now for a week-long honeymoon. It's an all-inclusive stay. How creative of the crew. Well, there ain't too much to do. Out of sandals, resort chain, read your magazines by the pool. Hey, you gotta come in from the rain. What can I say? Is anybody uncomfortable right now? Congratulations, my friend, this is how it all ends. The next 50 years, they're gonna be a ball. No, things did not add up when you sign a prenup, but at least you've got your pictures in the hall. What can I say? Congratulations. I don't mean to talk shit about all-inclusive. That's actually pretty reasonable and a good deal. Now you come back to earth. Since you got back to town, you traded in that negligee for a fleece nightgown. You're often in the kitchen, in that laundry room, just a cooking and a cleaning, a domesticated tune. At least you got your spare time and your weeknight TV. Escape all you want, girl, it ain't gonna set you free. I hear your man is off and gone to Vegas with the boys, where you call him on a cell phone. You can't hear him over the noise. What can I say? Congratulations. You'd be surprised how many times people have asked me to play this song at their wedding over the years. And I really have to say yes all the time because I need to work. But I'm like, are you guys listening to the words? You guys know what I'm saying, right? Well, I heard you had enough and you filed for a split. It's only been 18 months, well, you might as well just quit. I'm sorry that it's over. I'm sorry you're alone, but you cannot build yourself a life trying to keep up with the Joneses. What can I say? Congratulations. What can I say? Congratulations. What can I say? Congratulations. All right, yeah, so I went to TCU after found out my girlfriend really loved the Greek system, and never forget my first day at TCU. I saw Ross Perot's grandson get dropped off in a helicopter at the 50-yard line, and I thought, where the hell am I? His grandson actually ended up becoming a good friend of mine, but it was kind of like the Twilight Zone sometimes, and there was one girl I was really, really fond of. She was from Midland, Texas, and she didn't reciprocate the feeling, and that hurt my feelings, so I had to write a song about her. Texas in a Mercedes-Benz with your Louis Vuitton and your Debutantes friends. You're still days when the moon came to town. And all them big old buildings, they just shot out of the ground. Out of Midland. Just in Midland 2 weeks ago. I was playing an oil and gas convention. And it was the strangest thing because there wasn't enough power for me to plug in my PA system. It's kind of strange. Well, you are down to 3 houses for a great sisterhood. How about them tri-deltas? We all knew you would. You are all set to major in fashion merchandise, but you will drop it in the spring for a boy from Alamo Heights. Of course he will be handsome, and he will have a good last name. Y'all can sit in Jerry's box at the Cowboys football game. Take him home for Christmas, take him out to see the Reds, where the Roughnecks run a yogurt, and they dance their black gold jigs out of Midland. Some years down the road, with your scripture rehearsed, you'll baptize that newborn baby at the Presbyterian Church. He will be too young to know what is underneath that soil. He didn't either, so anoint his head with oil out in Midland. I hope you guys had a wonderful time tonight. And by wonderful, and by wonderful, I hope you had a pretty good time. I don't want it to be too good. I just want it to be pretty good. Hey, thank you again. My name is John Baumann. Have a happy, blessed, safe Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bum 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 bum
Sure, I'll go back there. Yeah, just give me 1 second.